Read. A Revolution in History. Oxford Discover Student Book, page 48 to 51. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are doing well and enjoying your e-lessons and Zoom classes and doing your assignments and home tasks with great responsibility. This is your assignment 17, Read. A Revolution in History. So let's begin. We'll start with Get Ready on page 48. So you can open your page 48 of Oxford Discover Student Book. The audio is present in assignment, so listen and say the words. Then read and listen to the sentences. Exercise B. Look at the pictures and number the words. There are two pictures. Have a look at them. Number and words are given. You have to write the numbers in front of the correct words. The words are axle, spoke, rim, rod, and gear. Number 1 in the diagram is gear. Now exercise C. Write the words in the correct columns. You have two columns. One is verbs and the other is nouns. Words are given in the box. You have to sort them accordingly. Now I am going to read the sight words and some important words from the text which you will circle on your books. Repeat after me. Sight words: transportation, transfer, haul, axle, rotate, spoke, grind, technology, rod, rim, traction, gear. Now some important words: platform, vehicle, durable, mill, mechanical, inspiring, invention. Alright. Do you know what wheels are? What are they used for? Who invented it? What would it be like if you have to go a whole day without using wheels? What people used in ancient times before the wheel was invented? So these are some questions which we are going to get the answers from our text. Let's start the lesson. Keep pencils in your hand and underline the sight words and some important words. Alright students, if you look around, you will see wheels used in almost every mechanical thing. They are used in different sizes, from very small to huge wheels, depending on their purpose. The writer asks you a question which is, what it would be like if you had to go a whole day without using wheels? Well, you would have to walk, carry your things yourself. You wouldn't know the time. You wouldn't have books or computers. Why? That we'll learn in our today's lesson. We are not aware of who invented wheels, when it was invented, and who used it for transportation purpose, but whosoever did it had completely changed the way people lived. We can consider wheel to be the most important invention of the history. About 5,000 years ago, before the wheel was invented, people used animals for transportation and to carry things, but when they needed to carry heavy objects, it was kind of impossible for them. They came up with the idea of wooden rollers like logs, but it was a great deal of hard work. Like, the heavy thing has to be dragged, so it was a very hard work. In summer, a clever person came up with an idea that wheels can be replaced at the ends of the logs, which worked as an axle and it rotated finely, and that a sheet can be placed on top of the axle to put heavy objects. Also, an ox or a donkey can pull it along. It could carry people as well. So, without knowing, a Sumerian invented the world's first wheel. Early wheels were made out of flat discs of wood, which was heavy and difficult to rotate. The Egyptian came up with the idea of ring instead of disc, which was much lighter. They attached support rods called spokes to the center of the wheel as added iron rim. All these improvements made the wheels easy to use and durable as well. Wheels did not only change how people traveled, but also they started using big wheels in order to use the running water. The mill wheel rotated and it was attached to small wheel called gears, which were further attached to a grinding machine. People could make bread with the help of the wheat being grinded into flour. The same method was and is used in making lots of mechanical devices. Machines of every size and shape, from watches to big printing press, would work only with the help of rotation of wheel gears. If we did not have wheel gears, it would not have been possible. A day without wheels would be empty. There will be no transportation, no food will be delivered. There will be no planes, bikes, cars, skateboards, robots, etc. Everything will be useless without wheels. There will be no schools or offices. Even after 5,000 years, wheels are still inspiring new technologies. The wheel will always be a central part of life, and the need of it will grow as long as people think, invent, and change. As you can see, first how the wheels were, and with the passage of time, how they have transformed and became modern. Alright students, I hope you learned a lot from today's lesson about wheels and its importance in our lives. You know that everything works with the mechanism, and that mechanism involves some sort of wheel. It can be a small or a big. Now it's homework time. Your first home task is that you have to complete the exercises A to C given on page 48. I've already explained them in the beginning of the lesson. Your second home task is that you have to complete all the exercises A to C given on page 58, which I'll explain from the book right now. Think. Talk with your partner about 3 new things you learned from a revolution in history. What did you already know? So you have to tell about the 3 things that you learned from this lesson and things that you have already know about. Exercise A. Reread the last paragraph on page 51. Answer the questions. Name 2 types of machines that couldn't exist without a rotation of wheel gears. Question 2. What couldn't take off or land without wheels? Question 3. How do we transport food to stores? Exercise B. Read the questions and discuss them in small groups. Compare your answers with the other groups. Question 1. When was the wheel invented? 2. Where was a wheel first attached to an axle? 3. What change did the Egyptians make to the wheel? 4. How were wheels used in a mill? 5. What is the most important use of wheels? Give your reasons. Now exercise C, words in context. Look again at the words you circled in the text. Then write them in the correct sentences. Number 1. Many people think the London Eye is an blank site. So the blank will be filled with inspiring. Many people think the London Eye is an inspiring sight. You have to do the rest in the same way. Your third home task is to write a story according to the picture given in your assignment. This is the picture, so you have to create a story about what is going on in the picture. Alright students, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves and your families. Stay home, stay safe and stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.